Greetings everybody, it's Rob from the Sage Tower, and I'm here with a new video talking about a new game that I want to bring to this channel to kind of revive this channel into a whole new concept entirely. And one of the games I'm going to be bringing to this channel is Marvel Snap. That's right, Marvel Snap is a card game that you can play either on your phone or on Steam. And it is a Marvel themed card game, as the name entails. And the game itself, I saw quite a few TikToks of it when it was released in the month or so after it, the build up. And I never really wanted to know if I should dive into it or not. And eventually I said, you know what, let's go for it, why not? And it's been about 3-4 months since I've started playing. And I must say, it's a fun game. Doesn't mean it doesn't have its own issues, but it is a fun game and it drew me in enough where I'm like, you know what, I want to play more of this, I want to stream some of this, let's have some fun. Part of the reason for this is on my other channel, Sage Tower Games, I play a lot of tabletop games, board games, card games, and one of those is also Marvel Champions, which you can see over my shoulder right there, which is the living card game of Marvel Champions. So I play that. I also have a few other Marvel games here and there. And just kind of wanted to bring this card game to kind of mix a little bit of the video game aspect on this channel with the tabletop board game aspect on my other channel. I want to also say while we were here that I've played quite a few card games in the past. I played Runeterra, I played Hearthstone, I played Magic the Gathering Arena, plus Magic the Gathering Online. And, you know, obviously when I was a kid, I played some Magic and Pokemon and all that, and a lot of card games in the past, from MLB Showdown, Dragon Ball Z, the list just goes on and on, Star Wars CCG, it's a lot. So, I feel like I play a lot of card games enough so I could enjoy the card game aspect of this game, and it is actually quite a fun game. So, I wanted to show a bit of what the kind of gameplay of the game looks like. I'm going to put up an image on the screen, what I got. And this is an image of essentially what the game looks like. And basically you have 3 lanes in the game. And these are 3 different locations that are random every game that you play. And when you play these, your goal is to win 2 of the 3 locations. Each location has its own special ability. And you can see all the cards have, you know, power to them. They have different costs on them. We can go over that a bit later. But basically your goal is to win 2 of the 3 lanes in this game. And that combined with the random locations, to me, is what makes this game quite interesting and quite unique. Every game is a little bit different. Doesn't matter what game. Like, you may have the same deck and play the same deck a bunch of times, but depending on the location, your strategy might change from game to game. Same with your opponent. They may have to tweak their strategy. And that kind of keeps it a little fresh in terms of some of the gameplay. Meta excluding, of course, in that sense. So, with that, I'm going to hop a bit over into the actual game itself for you guys, just to show you guys what that actually looks like. This is a bit of what the game looks like. This is with my overlay. The loading screen kind of cycles a bit while it's going on and everything. But essentially, I'm going to go over some of the other stuff in separate videos when we're talking about it. But the main thing I want to show you guys is a bit and just how the cards. And I'm going to see if I can filter these cards. I'm just going to get rid of variants and the like. Just to show you. So there's all sorts of cards in the game from Marvel Universe. You've anything from X-Men to normal Marvel to, you know, Guardians, all over the place. You know, we have Nebula from the Guardians of the Galaxy. She's a newer card that just came out. You have Goose, you know, Wolverine from the X-Men, Colossus. We also have villains as well. So I'll scroll down. Some of the more bigger villains are like Venom. And obviously, you can, as you go farther down, there'll be more people, Dr. Octopus, Red Skull, etc., Doom, and so forth. Now, you can see on the cards, and I'm just going to pull up a card. I'll pull up a simpler card just to show you guys a bit of how a card works. So I'll do a card like Armor, which is 2 energy and upper. Ooh, that actually doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to actually. So it's 2 energy in the upper left. 3 power is how much power it has, and then you can see its ability is cards at this location can't be destroyed. So basically, it creates a bubble around that location that prevents any cards from being destroyed. It's a good way to keep your cards safe. And you can make a bunch of decks. Each deck is only 12 cards. It's quite limiting, actually. The game itself only has about 6 or so. I'm actually going to pop you guys down a deck list down below just to show you. It's only 12 cards, so it's very limited. So you're guaranteed to draw probably half your deck, at least in most cases, or more than that, because you get 3 or 4 cards at the beginning, and then between the rest of the rounds. So most of your cards will be seen a bit, or maybe 2 or 3 cards you don't see. But this means all your cards will potentially be played. It's a lot tighter, a lot more of games have 30 cards, 40 cards. It's a bit more hard to find them. You get multiple copies. Here it's single copies, and that's it. And you can see just by kind of scrolling through the list over here that the cards themselves are quite good looking art. Some of them are kind of the default art. Some of them I have different variations, like a Dan Hip variation, a baby variant. There's also the classic like pixel art that kind of is around here and there. I don't think I'm using any pixel art currently ones, but I do have some of those. I hear the pixel Jessica Jones. All the way, and then you can actually get special effects on them, and eventually you can even get like black and white inked versions. This is a black and white inked version of an Arrow, which is a chibi version of Arrow with like all this kind of like flares and like lights around it. Pretty cool effects to it. So overall, the game itself is quite fun. I intend to make a few more videos talking a bit about some of the rules of the game, some of the parts of the game. So if you are interested in learning more about Marvel Snap, let me know in the comments, and be sure to click that follow button, because we are going to be making some Marvel Snap content for you guys, and I would definitely like to give you guys some of that content, show you guys, and just enjoy it with everybody. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you guys are playing some Marvel Snap.